been playing a lot with each other.
So the cycle went, originally it was Chavo in Light, and then Light he didn't really like get as attached to the game as we were kind of expecting. And then Chavo and Retro were teaming a bunch, and then Chavo and Zoo, that was the original team that was going to team together, and now they are the staple. But because you can't be here, we're going to get that Chavo practice, starting things off here. You're going to be using that Rain Dog in the back line to help set up your easy approaches as Finn. And the opposite side team here with Tazh and Jake, well, they are team get off me. You do not want to have Jake lining you up with those side airs, because that means Tazh is going to find very easy tornadoes because you're too busy trying to avoid those jumps, and he's going to catch you with that by catching tornado.
Exactly. That definitely seems like the game plan for Tazh and Fadedcrow there. Actually, but Josh was just in the front line for a second, dishing out some damage, going back to support Chavo, who's doing a little bait and switch right there. Oh, that was
I think he got caught off the side off of one of his jumps on the projectile. He didn't realize it, and because Tazh doesn't have the best mobile recovery, it's easy for him to get sniped there. That nerf affecting that tornado so much, because that usually been a knockout, but that pile up, that is a very strong move, especially if your teammate jumps in with it.
Right. Absolutely. So, you know, it's just actually now we are sort of back in the neutral here. They're separated, fighting one-on-one right now. Oh, well, there goes Josh coming in to help Chavo. And
I like what he did there, too, because he went and immediately turned around, didn't try to chase the advantage Chavo had, started shooting at Tazh to make him stop and force him to go into the boat, and now they're still controlling center stage. One stock in their favor, but everybody plus 100, so these stocks are going to obliterate in a second. As we find, the house actually coming in. Chavo stronger fortitude than the bag.
Yep.
Yo, the bag wasn't enough to buy the house, but it didn't matter because the dog destroyed the house, so it still worked out.
And that house was in a brick house anyway. You know what I mean? So,
the FTB cribs right now. It's Tazh coming in. Just run right through the whole place. But I like how Tazh tried to, Tazh the player, tried to go chase the up special from Rain Dog, but 3 stocks up to 1 now. That crystal up in the skies, you can't leave that alone because that is stage control by itself. The down attack is going to go ahead and take it though, and that is game number 1 and going in favor of Retro and Chavo. It's so funny. Every single game when it's done, the pause of everybody, they're just like,
and then they start to laugh.
And then they move.
Yep.
At the end, he sees what we did. They're just like, no emotion, nothing at all. They're just sitting there, and then they finally, it takes one person to finally budge before anything happens. It's so funny.
Yeah, so obviously that was good stuff from Chavo and Retro. You know, like I said before, you know, they know each other's tendencies. They play with each other before. I don't know much about the other 2 players, but let's see how they're gonna adjust to come back to hopefully try and take game 2.
Yeah. So Tazh and Fadedcrow, I don't know if they have teamed before, but this is the first time they've both been here. Fadedcrow, a Smash player, a regular around here. Tazh, brand new to showing up, and I'm glad he is because that means he can become a new regular.
Yes, sir.
But you know, they didn't look bad. It's just that their game plan was kind of counter. Don't jump.
And there's
do
Chavo
not
special.
Jump immediately in front of Chavo off stage. But the scariest part about that is even if you go down and you try to stall and you go up, Retro was already in center, throwing projectiles over there to cover you from dodging out. So a lot of your options are already starting to get covered.
Right. So now, we're actually looking at Tazh and Fadedcrow controlling center stage right now, putting Chavo and Retro in sort of a disadvantage right now.
Yeah, and it's not too bad. I mean, you're at 130, but you're only at 54 on the Jake. So if you can keep that going, you did lose that stock pretty early before. Up special's not going to be enough to take him off the top right there, and you are looking for maybe an up attack underneath Retro, but Retro read that quickly and got that down air, but they still losing these stocks so quickly now. Oh my god.
Man, that was a beautiful 2-piece by Chavo. After he gets that first kill off the top, he goes and charges Tazh right after for the second kill, man.
Well, does find the side air at the end of it all,
yep.
And ends up getting the knockout off the top. So really solid play from Tazh. And Fadedcrow, he's been using the belch more often, that apple, to try and have a zoning option to allow them to approach. It's just that it's been finding the mark slowly, but then they try to challenge it right after Rain Dog's hits come through, and that sent them out after he already used the jump for belch, and he jumped again to try and go for the bite, and he got smacked away by the down attack.